So I owe you guys a bit of an apology. More than that, hopefully this video will be a sign for what's to come in the future on my next appliance. So life's been really crazy for me the past couple of years. As many of you know, about 2 years ago, my sister passed away in a tragic car accident, and our family is still dealing with it. I am still dealing with it. It's part of the reason why I stopped making videos. It was just hard for me to get back into producing these types of videos, especially knowing that she's not out there to watch them. But more than that, about a year ago, my partner, who I've known and lived with and been married to for over 10 years, almost 10 years, lost her job. And we live here in Silicon Valley where rents are just ridiculous. So at that point, I had to make a decision to prioritize my time, to focus on things that would help us essentially pay the bills. And then in April of this year, my dog, who's really the center of our world, his name's Yoshi, was diagnosed with a mast cell tumor. Now, thankfully, it was benign, but that was a roller coaster in and of itself. We have him now on a better diet. The surgery went well. They removed the tumor, and so far, no sign of it recurring or coming back. So we're really happy with that. But I wanted to make this video because I feel like I owe you guys more than an apology. I want to use this as an opportunity to introduce myself. First of all, my name is Gabriel Gutierrez. You guys know me as Gabe, and I just wanted to introduce myself and put myself out there because I know many of you have been watching the videos, commenting, subscribed, liked them, and been waiting for more content. So born and raised here in Silicon Valley. I lived for a few years up in Bellevue, Washington, so that was an adventure when I was younger. My mother still lives up there. My father and all his family are still here on the peninsula. I'm the oldest of 7 children. 3 boys and 3 girls still survive today. My father's Mexican, my mother's Hawaiian. So I'm an interesting mix, a hybrid of sorts, growing up and living here in the Bay Area. My first computer was a compact computer. Actually, no, it wasn't a compact. It was another brand. I forget the brand, but it was Intel 486 with a math coprocessor built onto the chip. And I remember it came with Windows 3.1 and DOS 5.0. And I remember me being a young kid reading the entire DOS manual and learning all the commands, and that's where I really began to fall in love with computers. But even before that, we had a Nintendo, the original Nintendo Entertainment System. So I was really born and infatuated with technology. And as I grew up, I lived for a few years in Bellevue during my high school years, moved back here to the Bay Area and went to community college, went to CSM and Skyline, and actually dropped out of college to focus on work and building a life. But then the 2008 financial recession hit, and that forced me, motivated me to reevaluate my career, and also gave me the encouragement to go back to school. So I went back to CSM and then transferred to CSU East Bay as a business major. So I completed my major in business, an option in finance, but that wasn't enough. So then I also took on a major in economics and then completed a major in political science. So I took on a lot because I wanted to prove to myself that not only could I complete that while working full-time, but that it would help me satisfy my curiosity because majoring in business just wasn't enough. I wanted to learn, essentially I wanted to answer the question of why the financial crisis became so big and what made it so bad. And the short answer of it is we just we lost confidence, we lost trust in the banking system. Graduated with honors back in 2011, and since then I've been involved in sales. A lot of you figured out where I work, so thank you for all the feedback on LinkedIn especially. But I think the most difficult thing I've had to deal with in producing these videos and this type of content is the amount of time that's required that goes into it, because I tend to be a bit of a perfectionist where I want things to be just right. I don't want to put something out there that's not entertaining or doesn't add value to your lives in any way. And it was difficult for me to find a balance where I could still pay the bills, because rent here is just ridiculous, as many of you know, while still producing content. So a year and a half ago, I had to make a decision. So I decided to spend more time focusing on my day job. And I've met a lot of you guys out here. Thank you for coming by and saying hi. I always appreciate that. Shaking your hands and hearing your stories about favorite videos that have helped you out, because it really validates everything that we're trying to do on this channel. So I've also been working with the same company for the past 18 years. I consider myself a very loyal person. My partner, I've known her for 16 years, and we've been married, as I said, for almost 10 years. And the center of our life is Yoshi, who's going to be almost 12 years old. So I pride myself in the loyalty that I have professionally and with my family at home. And I hope to share more of that in future videos. But this video is really an apology, because I have not been loyal to you guys, to the subscribers out there who've been waiting for more content. This channel is really based upon exploring how technology changes the world. And I was looking up the definition of technology just to kind of get my bearings again. Now, the definition of technology is a practical application of science to commerce and industry. And I feel that a lot of the topics that we cover on this channel are really based on that. Now, going forward, I want these videos to be a new format, something different, because I easily get bored of things. Actually, I just took a Hogan personality inventory test, and one of the results was that I'm easily bored unless given new and different assignments. It's actually really, really hard for me. I'm an introvert by nature to produce these types of videos. Some of you have discovered the other channel that I was working on, and that was an outlet for me to try to get comfortable being on camera. And I want to thank you guys for the support and all of that. But it's time for a new chapter, time to look for new direction, time to see what else is out there, and to just put this channel out there as a way for us to come together, a place for us to find new products, new ideas, possibly collaborate in the future on certain types of videos. Really open to meeting some of you out there and maybe even getting together, doing short cameos with people. Like I said, some of you have already figured out where I work and have figured out a lot about me, and thank you for pointing that out and for coming and visiting. It really did mean the world to me, going through all these changes the past couple of years, but it's time to move forward. So I really want to explore how technology changes my world, how technology changes life here in the Bay Area. And with a new smartphone on the way that I ordered, which should be arriving in November, and an assistant on board to help me with this relaunch, we have some really good topics that we're going to cover. But we're going to break out of this, break out of the kitchen, break out of the living room, and just go out and explore the Bay Area. Because I figure that's one of the strengths that we have here on this channel, is that I actually live and work here in the Bay Area. And the hope is to continue chip wars, to continue gaming wars, and to continue exploring technology in different ways, but more in the field. A lot of these videos take so much work. I was devoting maybe 40 hours a week to producing a 10-minute video. And to be honest, I had to stop because it was just taking too much time. It was taking way too much effort. So I want to tone down the research a bit, still focus on the main points, but show more than just the research, show life here in the Bay Area, and maybe even land some interviews with some executives who are working at startups, who are working at trying to introduce their products and their vision to the world. So that's another hope for the future. And also really to just reconnect with you guys. So I want to make a commitment. I want to produce 100 videos. We're going to see how those work, see how the subscriber base grows, how the views grow. Because as many of you know, this is an ad-based business model. I want to find a way, though, to make them more interesting, not just focused on products. So we're going to take the camera outside throughout the Bay Area and record really how technology is affecting everywhere that we go, everything that we do, And I figured, why not start here in San Francisco, because this is the heart of what's going on in the tech world. If you want to create something great, you come and build your company here, or at least you build an office here where you can attract talent, because this area is going through its own technological renaissance. And I want to create future videos that continue to stay true to the core content, the core principles of this channel, which is to explore how technology is changing the world, but to make it more local, to make it more personal. So I really ask you just one thing. If you guys like these videos, just watch them. Watch them from beginning to end. Leave comments, hit that like button, subscribe, tell your friends about it. I'm going to try to make them more interesting because I want to appeal to more demographics. I know that a lot of us think alike in terms of technology, but I want to challenge myself. I want to get out of the little bubble that I think I've built for myself here and meet new people. Naturally, I'm an introvert. In the personality test that I just took, it said that I tend to be shy. I prefer communication in writing rather than face-to-face. But I think to grow, you really have to challenge yourself. You have to try new things that you're especially uncomfortable with. And that's what I intend to do. And I hope that you guys can join me with that. So thank you guys for all your comments, all your wishes. I apologize again for causing concern among you without reaching out. I've really been absent from all social media, Instagram, Facebook. And one of the reasons why I'm back on YouTube is because I just recently discovered Snapchat. So I'm going to be putting my Snapchat link on there for you guys to see, add me. Still trying to figure out how it works, but you'll be seeing different snippets of what's going on in my life and in producing these videos too. So thank you guys for all of your support, all of your attention especially, and I'll see you in the next one. Let's get this thing going again. There we go. Got it. All right. Hey Ray, how you doing?
Photo shoot?
Yeah, another one, just kind of testing it out, see how it turns out. So this one's more for my YouTube channel, so see how it looks. I'm reminded of this quote that got from House of Cards, Winston Churchill actually, who said, "To improve is to change, to perfect is to change often," I think, some shit like that. Actually, I just took a Hogan personality inventory test, and one of the results was that I'm easily bored unless given new and different assignments. So, you got me. No, it's still recording. Still trying to figure out what I'm going to say.